Hi there, in the garden today, in our garden, not in the allotment or the community garden. Um, the cold that I have has um, taken hold really, which I got from Richard. Thanks, Richard. Has taken hold. His is waning. That's good. Um, and I don't really feel well enough to get down to the allotment, even though there's lots of stuff to do there, which I haven't done for some time. Anyway, I thought I'm not going to just sit around the house today and do nothing, so I am in the garden. A few weeks ago, in fact, a week or so ago, um, you may have seen a video that we did, one of our chats, where I went to collect a wormery in North London, and when I got there, it had gone. So I had a wasted journey. However, the lovely Erica from Erica's Little Welsh Garden has offered me some of her worms from her wormery, which is absolutely lovely. Thank you very much, Erica. Really grateful for that. And they arrived, and they arrived on the day that I saw another listing for a wormery um, in another part of London. Anyway, having spoken to the person today, I'm going to collect it after Christmas. So what I'm doing at the moment is, in order to hopefully give Erica's worms a great start, I'm going to put them into a temporary home today. So yeah, I'm going to get on and do it, and I'm using a bucket to do it. I don't know if this will work. I don't know if it'll work. I've looked online and I've seen various how-to, and the wormery that I am getting, which I think is called the original wormery, I'm going to pick it up next week, has all the instructions with it, so that's absolutely great. Erica's given me, told me what I need to do in the meantime, and I'm going to set up a temporary home for the worms. So I'm going to get on and do that. Okay, so here we are. This is what I'm going to be using. Now, I am not a worm expert. So as old Camrant says, don't do as I do. But you know what? We're going to give it a go and just see what happens. So I've got here a plastic bucket. This actually came, we use a lot of bicarbonate of soda. This came with bicarbonate of soda in. I put a lot of air holes in the bottom. I put one air hole, 4 air holes rather, around the bottom, just in case the water level ever gets clogged at the bottom. The water can come out there. The worms can mostly come out there as well. And I've done holes all around the top there. If I haven't put any holes in the top here, but if it was, I think it's going to be out where there may be rain getting onto the top, so I'm not putting holes in. However, if it was going to be a shelter place, I would mostly put holes in to allow the worms to breathe. Then I've got some compost here. I've got the worms and worm compost in here that Erica sent, with some lovely kale in there. Some scraps of cardboard, 2 discs of cardboard, which I've dampened. I've dampened both of them. One's going to go in the bottom and one's going to go further up. And then I've got some scraps here. So what I'm going to do is put some of the compost. If I move this over, move that. Can you see in there? Yeah. I'm going to put some of the compost in the bottom. So this is going to act as sort of drainage, really. Then I've got 2 discs, as I said. One is smaller, slightly smaller than the other. I'm going to pop that in the bottom. That will hopefully stop the worms going down, though if they're happy, they'll stay up here anyway. Now I'm going to add some more compost. I'm going to add Erica's worms. So you can see there's a little wormy there. I think that one's called Cedric. In fact, I think they're all going to be called Cedric. Look, little wigglies. Look at the little wigglies. Oh, another little wiggly. So yeah, oh, look at them there. Bless. They do look as they're all called Cedric to me. So that's going in. Obviously making sure that any stragglers go in. I know if Richard did this, he would be wearing gloves. Oh, look, there's a tiny little worm. Look at that tiny little worm. Can you see that tiny little worm? Can you see that tiny little worm? Wow, that's a tiny little worm. So just breaking that up a bit. Whoa. Wow, look at that. Look at that in there. Yay! They all look pretty happy. So they've already got some food. But I've got some more here, so I'm going to put that in. I'm doing my usual of the hand getting in the way. Not sure if that's too much. I will find out. I'm just checking, see if there's a little worm there. Just seeing if there's any more worms in here. No. I'm putting some damp cut up cardboard, torn up cardboard, which will add carbon, I understand. Well, I know it'll add carbon, but I understand that's sort of okay. And then I'm putting the lid on. And then I'm going to put that into, it's going under, sort of under a table in a dark place. The this is what is this? It's polypropylene or something. So it's temporary. It's not a permanent home for them because it's not UV. It's slightly UV, but it's not UV permanent. So it will actually break down in UV. It was going to go into recycling, and when the worms have their new home, it will go into recycling. I got so excited by all those Cedrics then that I forgot the other bit of cardboard, which is going to go on top. Where's my lid? There's my lid hole. So that's going on top there. Again, that's damp. So worms don't like light. I might actually get a permanent marker and do that black later. I don't know. I may not. It's temporary. It's temporary. I'm sure they'll be happy. Anyway, now it is going in its home for the next week or so. And they will be fed on a regular basis with other scraps, though I do know that I need to avoid onions and spicy things and citrus. So I haven't quite told Richard yet that we need to have another countertop peely bin, but I'll do that later. So there we are, just a quick video. We shall see how that does. I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine and happy, but if you do have any tips or things that I've done wrong that I should do right when I actually transfer them to the wormery that I'm picking that up on FreeCycle. So do have a look at FreeCycle, or as it's now called, Trash Nothing, I think. So if you Google FreeCycle or you Google Trash Nothing, there's lots of things that people are trying to give to others and pass on to others so that they don't need to go to landfill. So do have a look at that. And this came up, this wormery came up, so I'm going to go and collect it later this week. Anyway, there we are. That's it for the meantime. Thank you very much for watching. Do let me know if you've got any advice on how I should get on with these worms and how I should treat them. Treat them nicely, I suppose. I must treat them nicely, make sure that they're fed. I'm going to be speaking to Erica directly and saying, Erica, what should I do? Anyway, great. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see on our channel, please do subscribe to it. And if you like a video, hit the like button. And if you do subscribe, the little bell just down here, or is it down here? I'm never sure which one it is. Just click on that and then you'll get notifications when there's new videos. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Bye.